over to the next thing, the last thing we did was downloading Visual Studio Code and setting up some and downloading some extension. So I promise I'm going to tell you what we use: Prettier, Live Server, and Material Icon, what they do. But before I do that, I want to talk about the overview of front-end development. And my talk about overview of front-end development, I will dive into trying to make a differentiation between front-end and back-end, and try to explain a little how the internet works. Okay, so I'm going to take this down. So the reason why I've not take this one off is because we need to have a class where we kind of stimulate how to create assignments and how you are going to submit your assignments. Okay, so I'm leaving it here, so it is a kind of a reminder to me that I've not show you guys how to do this. All right, moving over to the overview of front-end development. So this is my actual blackboard, and yeah, let's hop into that. So we have UI, database, and server. So UI, the full meaning is user interface. A lot of us must have known that. And then UI, what is UI? UI is the medium of communication between human being and computer, or human being and machine. Okay, so everything that anything that helps you communicate with human being and computer, or with another machine, is UI. Okay, and this is like the whole screen. Like right now, what you are seeing is a UI, right? Your desktop, your phone, they are all UIs. Like you have like a situation where you double click on something, or you hover around something happens, or you click on a button and it sends something and then give you feedback. So that medium that helps you to do the communication is a UI. And UI is not always seen desktop, phone, your system. So UI extends into smartwatches, your smart television, what else again? You have your smart refrigerator, your smart car, and all of that. And as a front-end developer, our work is to develop UIs, okay, to develop this user interface. So we are like I said in my virtual class, think of think of front-end developer as the chief priest maker. Okay, because if you are to say that if you are to say that UI is a medium of communication between human being and computer. So that means I'm using an analogy here. So that means that the computer could be like the gods, and then you as a human being is the person that wants to see the gods for anything, and then you have a chief priest. And most of the times you see that there is the gods and a mere human being cannot interface, like they cannot communicate very well. They need a middleman like the chief priest, who understands the human language and who understands the god's language, to be able to make meaningful connection. So that's exactly how it is right now. So but for instance, but the situation is we as a front-end developer, we are developing those chief priests. Okay, so we are developing those medium of communication between the gods and the human beings. So I hope I'm making sense, right? And coming to UI, this video I might just focus on only UI. Coming to UI, there are two parts. There is graphical user interface GUI, and there is command line interface, okay, or command line tools, anyone. So this one is one we are comfortable with. In short, most of the times when we go to application and it doesn't have rich interface, we tend to condemn that application that is whack. Okay, so but that's not the only way that we communicate to the computer. We can communicate to the computer through command line tools. Okay, so this is like our desktop, right? So name search terminal, and terminal. Okay, prompt. Anyone can go. So name just use prompts, since I did not see terminal here. So name use prompts, and in this prompts I could come and do something like this. I don't know. Okay, I want to increase this a little. So ls, so it doesn't recognize ls, so it's going to be dir. All right, so this dir I just tap is to just show me the whole directory. list the whole directory, and you are seeing here is showing me my contacts, battery reports. Okay, this is a HTML file. This is my desktop, and documents, links, and other stuff. So I can come here and do cd desktop. Note it's not case sensitive. Right now it's capitalized capital D, but I use small letter D and it still works. So I'm currently on my desktop. So if I do dir again, I'm going to see my Spotify icon, my Visual Studio icon, and other stuff. So this is exactly what we are seeing right now, right? My Spotify icon, Visual Studio icon. Don't know why it didn't show the rest. But if I, for instance, if I have other folders, I'm going to see it. If I want to move out of here, I can do cd dot. I will move out of it, and let's say I want to go over to my documents. I can do cd documents, and I am in documents, so I can, you know, I see I'm in documents, so I can do dir to see all the documents that I have, and these are the names, chapter 4, all the my final project stuff. That's that. So I will now do cd go back. So you see I can navigate the computer using terminal. So this is the same thing as double clicking here, or using a tool like using a shortcut with Windows E to get here. And we have our documents, and we have all these things. So it's still the same thing. Okay, still the same thing. You can even make an edit here, do even download stuff here, right? So that's for user interface. And as a front-end developer, our work is to build this beautiful responsive user interface that is going to work in different screen, mobile, tablets, desktop, and all of that.